Hey guys, let's try this again. If you want a link, let me know. DM me on Twitter. If anybody's here. Hello, is anybody here? Is it working? Hello, hello, hello. The lurkers, you guys can chat. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, I got kicked off. My computer froze or something, so I had to restart the computer. You doing all right? Hey, Ash. Hey, Anna. I guess I'm all right. me for no reason. I don't fucking know why I'm letting it bother me. I have no idea. Yeah, I've been working, busting my ass, Anna, trying to get my mom situated into a house. Doing all the bank paperwork and all that kind of stuff with her. Crank that computer up. Am I back? Can you hear me? Why is my computer being stupid? What'd you guys hear or not hear? I had a whole conversation with myself. I don't know. I just don't like being called a mooch. I'm not a fucking mooch. And because I come on here and fucking people were asking where I was, so I just said what was going on, it's been rough. It's been a tough fucking month. And I don't know. So I was telling people what was going on. I guess that makes me a mooch. I don't fucking know. It is what it is. You guys want to think that? Go ahead. Thanks, Anna. I appreciate it. I think it's disgusting what the fucking liars and fucking cons and scammers are doing. Why would that be me? There was quite a few people that stuck up for me in the chat, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I work. I fucking bust my ass working. overtime. My kids are in school all day, and then I'm working. Either if I'm working while they're in school and I stay over to work evenings, I barely see my kids. Greg works overnight, so he sleeps during the day. I barely see him.
Hello.
And my mom's always been there for me. Like if my kids needed something or if I needed something, she was right there to help me out. And me not being able to, I don't fucking know. I don't even want to talk about it again. It made me cry earlier. Seeing my mom broken is the worst thing ever. It hurts. Never asked for anything from anybody, ever. Just because I talk about shit doesn't mean I'm asking for anything. And when I talk about shit, I don't have money flying at me. So what the fuck? Katie's chat, Kit Kat.
Amanda. Why are you letting this get to you?
Huh?
Why are you letting this upset you?
I don't know. I was upset because I was talking about my mom, but I was saying what was wrong earlier.
I know, but you're letting this get to your heart.
Well, it hurts coming from her.
I know. But you just gotta not let it bother you.
I know. I know.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. You know?
I got a Rice Krispie treat. Can I send you a Rice Krispie treat? Are you allowed to have Rice Krispie treats?
I've been fucking up on my diet all motherfucking week. It's been a tough week. I think my period's coming.
Oh, Lord.
I've been over emotional. I've been eating everything in sight.
You never know. It could be the opposite. You could be pregnant right now. Most pregnant people are always more emotional than you are when you're on your period.
No, I'm not pregnant. Thank you, Amber. I'm trying, Amber. I'm trying.
It made me laugh really good.
It's tough. No, Amber. No. No. Oh gosh, Mandy, no.
Amanda.
Hey, hold on, what?
Link mail.
What?
Minnie.
Okay, just a second.
Okay.
People lose Amanda that continually hurt you. It's hard, but harder to keep hurting. I did back when like a month ago or whatever. She blocked me. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, because I was in Wendy's chat supporting Wendy, and then I DM'd her and asked her like, "What the fuck?" And then the next time she was live, she's like, "It's not that deep. It's not like we're friends, like quote unquote friends." So I was like, "Okay, fine. You know, you don't consider us friends. It's not that deep that you blocked me. Cool." I stopped going in her chats and fucking just whatever. I've supported her since she's like started. And I've been away and I come back as soon as I'm live and she decides to drag me. Like, what the fuck did I do to you? Yeah, Kimberly, if you want to. I was gonna close the P.O. box. I had it for once 6 months is up. I don't know, because I wasn't doing the postcards. Nobody was sending them, so. But if you guys want to, I'll keep the P.O. box. That's cool. It's in my description, Kimberly. No, I'm not pregnant. Amber's being a douchebag. Amber's pregnant. Oh my gosh, Mandy, I could not imagine. Nosy ass.
That's what I say, Amber.
Oh, no, hell no. I don't want no more kids. I'm good. Congrats, Amber. I should have got my tubes tied when I had my last one, but like a couple weeks before I was due to have Cassidy, a friend of mine had her baby and she got her tubes tied, and they nicked her bowel or whatever, and they didn't realize it until like a few days later. She got real sick and she was like a high fever and then tons of pain, and her mom was like, please check her out, like, because they just thought they were saying she was in pain.
Got you.
Her tubes tied, and her mom was like, something's wrong. So they took her down and realized that she had like bowel all through her system, and she went into a coma. She was in a coma for like the first 6 weeks, maybe longer, of her daughter's life. They didn't get that bonding or anything. It was so sad. So I was so scared going in, but I had a C-section. I was already wide open. Like fucking, I'm sure they couldn't have made that mistake. I should have just had it done, but I didn't. And Greg was like, "Oh, I'll get fixed or whatever." Yeah, he still hasn't done that either. Yeah, Mandy, she almost died. Thank God they caught it though, but she was in a coma for a long time. I missed the whole most like the most important bonding when your baby's first born. I couldn't imagine. So I was scared to get my tubes tied, but I should have did it.
Hey, Audie Maybell.
What? Oh yeah, Minnie. Okay, hold on. Sorry, hon.
What's up?
What?
Ha ha ha.
Is she on?
Me?
Yeah, she's on. I sent her the link.
Oh, I was just getting. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was getting there. I was just on Twitter.
That's all right.
Well, hello.
Yo, I don't know what to do. Like,
Baby.
our manager at our store is getting fired tomorrow, and we were told that she was getting fired tomorrow because nobody likes her, and she just messaged me and was like, "Hey, darling, how was work tonight?" And I was just like, "Oh no, don't text me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
Oh my gosh, Mandy, are you serious? Yeah, the doctors kept telling her, "Oh, the pain's from getting your tube tied and just having a baby." She had a vaginal birth, and then she got the laser or whatever it's called. To get her tubes tied. What's that called? I don't fucking know. But they're like, "Oh, you'll be in pain," blah blah blah. But it was like 3-4 days later. No, wait, it had to have been like 2 days later. You're not in the hospital that long after you have a baby. But her mom's like, please check her out. Something is wrong. And thank God they did. But yeah, she had to be. I don't know if she went into a coma or if they had to put her into a coma. Her all her organs got infected, and it was bad. It was really, really bad.
Amanda, when my nephew was born, like my second nephew, my sister-in-law's sister came and brought this newborn baby over to my sister-in-law had went home, right? And then one day we hear this knock at the door like 6 o'clock in the morning. I open the door and I'm about to bitch at whatever salesman is there, and it's my sister-in-law's sister, and she's got my newborn nephew, and she just shoves him in my arms and says, "I gotta go," and he's covered in blood.
Oh my God. What?
And so I said, whoa, 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 Holly, back the fuck up. Why is this baby covered in blood? What's wrong with him? I mean, I was not that calm. I was freaking out. But
Right.
she said that she was over there because she had stayed a week with her sister because they were super close. And she was like trying to help her, get adjusted to having two babies. And she said that they were in the bathroom and they were getting ready because they were going out or whatever for the morning and going to see family and whatever. And my sister-in-law's name is Tuesday, and
It's what?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
But we call her Tuesday because we're in the country. So Tuesday was getting ready to go out, and all of a sudden she called her. She started screaming for her sister. At the time, my oldest nephew was 2 years old. He's under her. He's covered in blood. She is just pouring blood from her body. She had a vaginal birth as well. She is just pouring blood. So Holly brings the newborn to us, and then takes the nephew to the grandfather's house, the older nephew. Rushes Tuesday to the hospital through 911. Come to find out, they didn't get all of her placenta out.
What?
And it was all because she went through a doula, and then when they were in the hospital, they were so fixated on my nephew that they did not do anything right. In fact, she had to have like all these surgeries to get everything out. She died on the table twice from losing so much blood.
Oh my gosh.
That is wow.
And my oldest nephew was under her, like sitting in his legs, like under her legs, and that's why he was covered in blood. And then when they were trying to get the newborn to me and to my mom, because I lived with my mom at the time, they were already covered in blood, so that's why he had blood on him. Oh my God, it was such a terrifying time.
Yes.
She was so sick. We raised that newborn for the first 2 weeks of his life. She could not even leave the hospital for 2 weeks. She was in ICU for a week. And then she sued the doctors and got a medical malpractice suit, and now has a shit ton of money and left my brother. So there you go.
What the fuck?
I think Ashley sued him, if not already has got money or is in the process. This was 5 years ago, so but I haven't heard. But that's definitely a malpractice fucking.
Yeah, because then when they cut her open or whatever, and they sewed her back together, it was a butcher, man. I mean, the fun just never stopped with this bullshit. They butchered her stomach, like cosmetically. So the judge actually allowed her to have plastic. They had to pay for her plastic surgery to have it redone. So now she has no belly button because they fucked all that up. And I mean, it was just horrendous. It was terrible. I didn't even know that shit could happen. Like, it was just horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Sounds horrible. Gosh.
Oh, they're just crazy. They say she lost so much blood in the beginning, she passed out within a minute and a half.
I've always wanted to work like in the ER or something. I need to go back to school.
It did take a long time, Ash. My nephews are 11 and 13 now, and I think it took her a good long 6 years before she had resolution.
I think they're still going through it, Ash. I'll have to check and see. I haven't heard anything in a while, but should definitely get paid for sure.
That's scary. Like, my dad had a stroke. My dad's a truck driver, and he had a stroke on the road. And, well, he wasn't on the road, thank God. Normally, my dad drives by himself. Just this one time, just by happenstance, this one time they were doing a caravan. So they had several trucks from the same fleet with them. And his best friend was right behind him. They get out of it at a truck stop, and my dad just kind of nearly falls out of the cab, and his best friend catches him. And they're in, God, where's that place where they have the horse show in Florida? Ocala. They're in Ocala. And the doctor let him leave that hospital with a nosocomial infection, which is an infection you get actually from the hospital. And he had a kidney infection. And he had septicemia. And they let him leave the fucking hospital.
Wow.
Like, they discharged him. It wasn't AMA. They discharged him.
Yeah, we had one that took 11 years. I only worked on it last year. It was a baby who died during labor. He sent him to the hospital but lost it. Oh my God. I could not imagine. Mandy, are you still in here? I want to be an EMT or to work in the ER. Not like an RN in the ER, but I just want to work in the ER. Maybe like registration or something.
My mom does that.
Always fascinated me. Being a CNA and like doing home health care now because I can't do like the nursing home. stuff. It's too much lifting and it's too much on my back. But anyways, I love it. And I think I'll probably do that my whole life, but I would love to do something like in the ER too. But save a lot. Yeah.
Working in the memory care unit of the assisted living home was just too much for my heart. Like when one of my favorite patients died, I just left. I couldn't do it anymore. It wasn't fair because I couldn't disassociate myself. I couldn't distance myself, and it just wasn't fair to anyone.
When I first got hired at the nursing home, like one of the first things they told me is like, don't get attached. Like, but that's impossible.
It is. It's so impossible
not to get attached. And I always, the ones that didn't have family hurt my heart so much. I cannot imagine just throwing my mom in a nursing home and not going to visit, or even the ones that didn't have any kids or just didn't have any family, period. I took them in as like my own. Like I always made sure they had a Christmas present, always made sure they had a birthday present. I would always spend extra time getting them ready and, conversating with them.
We had, I worked in the memory care, and at first it really scared me because it was really uncomfortable at first. But that uncomfortableness went away within about, I don't know, 2 days when I just started falling in love with every single one of them, especially those with dementia. Now, dementia and Alzheimer's is very different. And I know you know that, and I know most people know that. But with dementia, they usually revert back to a younger age a lot of the time. And we had a few of those. And then we had a woman, which was one of the very first female mathematicians from the University of South Carolina to actually get a master's in math.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband is still alive. He dumped her in there. She passed away a couple years ago, but he dumped her in there and used all of her money from her long, outstanding career with aeronautics and got himself a younger girlfriend, and he wouldn't even go see her. He would just drop her diapers off at the front desk and not even go back there and see her. So when you asked her, you say, Sarah, where's your husband? The only thing because she was usually nonverbal, the only thing she would say was, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm like, yes! She was the sweetest. I called her my little turtle because that's what she looked like. She was the best. I loved her. But everyone was scared of her because she was very nonverbal a lot of the time. So she would hit you. And I mean, they would get so angry with her. And it was so simple as me to go, Sarah, we don't hit our friends. And then she looked so sad and she never hit me again. And I was like, see, you guys, you don't have to be mad at her, scared of her. Just tell her, we don't hit people. Okay, she didn't hit anymore.
No.
I can help you navigate whatever way you want to go. I started as a CNA, then EMT, and then a paramedic. Didn't want to be a nurse because I can't take orders from a doctor. I would love to be an EMT, for sure. It's not long schooling, right? Like it's kind of like a CNA class, or is it a lot of school? Like, I don't know.
No.
I don't think I would be able to go back to school right now as far as like a lot of book work, homework, writing, stuff like that.
Darling, you know what school is, right? I mean, that's pretty much their.
But doing something like the CNA class wasn't bad. I mean, I did that years ago. But
Mandy, come on panel and tell us how you do it.
EMT is easy to get if you there's multiple ways to go about it though. Like I know most people get most of their EMT training by doing fire and rescue. Okay. And then you cross train it. North Topsail was fire rescue, so they had fire and they also had EMT.
What's the difference between an EMT and a paramedic?
Mandy said send her a link.
Okay. What's the difference between an EMT and a paramedic? I thought they were the same.
An EMT is a tech, and a paramedic is actually someone who can do all the medicinal difficult things, I believe.
I would want to be a paramedic then. I want to be able to do like IVs and stuff like that.
From what I heard, lots of times EMTs drive.
Is what?
Oh, I'm wrong. Sorry. I'm wrong.
You want, hun? Yeah, I'm so happy. Let me go to the bathroom now.
All I know is when I called my friend's mom an EMT, she was like, "Excuse me, I'm a fucking paramedic." I'm like, "Whoa, girl, whoa."
I'll be right back.
It kills me, Chris. It kills me, Crystal, when you say North Topsail, because I say Topsail and you say Topsail.
Topsail.
Amber, the other night, I was totally fucking freaking out in Mandy's DM because I was completely convinced I was having a heart attack. No, girl, it's bad. Ever since my dad had heart attacks and strokes, he's had 4 heart attacks, 2 strokes, and a quadruple bypass. The man is fucking whatever. Remind me of that one. Okay, I will. If I get just like the slightest little pain in my chest, I'm like, oh god, I'm dying. I'm dying. That is definitely cannot be anything but my heart. I'm having a heart attack. So I'm like, Mandy, this is me typing just crazy. Mandy, am I having a heart attack?
Okay, back. You having a heart attack?
No, I was saying that I was in Mandy's DM the other night, like freaking out because I thought I was having a heart attack. So I had like this random pain in my chest, and I remembered my fucking medical terminology. So I was like, Mandy, I have pain in my chest, upper left quadrant, inferior to the breast, which means below the breast. Am I dying of a heart attack? Can you ask your husband?
Y'all do know what's gonna happen in the future, right? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come on a fucking panel and be like, y'all, Mayo had a heart attack today.
Don't you dare! Don't do that to me. We're so good.
But instead of going to call 911, she called Mandy.
Yeah, that's right.
Poor Mandy was just sitting side by side with Jeffree Star and all the big makeup gurus. And then he literally stops.
I can't wait to call. Sit next to all them big makeup gurus. It's gonna be happening.
Yeah, it sounds like a heart attack. Yeah, you might want to go to the hospital.
She did. She said, if you feel worse, you need to call 911. I'm like, but I don't want to.
Fuck 911.
Go to the hospital.
I do, man. Like, I am the big, when it comes to like pain in my chest, I am the biggest, like, I start thinking, oh God, if I die, what would my mom think? I can't leave my cats. I'm definitely having a heart attack. And then you find out it's gas, and I'll be like, damn.
That happened to me when I was like 13, 14. I remember coming home from school and laying down on my kitchen floor and being like, Mom, my chest hurts so bad, I'm having a heart attack. And she rushed me to the ER, and it was just indigestion. They gave me that white stuff. I think it was like Malcolm magnesia or something. And the pain went away.
The worst part, I love Mandy so much because she's a true professional, right? Because I'm like, all I wanted was to be reassured that I'm not having a heart attack. So I go, but if I was having a heart attack, I definitely know, right? She goes, not necessarily. I'm like, fuck. She's like, sometimes women have them and they don't even know it. And I'm like, shit.
Oh, no. Yes, Ash, I did. Mandy, are 6:30 titties healthy? Yeah. Amber. I've never heard 6:30 titties until the other day, whoever commented it or whatever. And I was like,
someone explain that to me because I've been seeing this happening all day. What happened?
6:30 is the bottom of the clock, right? So like the hang low.
Oh my God.
Do your tits hang low? Do they wobble too? Oh, I choked on my vape.
Haha. Don't choke on your vape.
Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like the Continental? So do your boobs hang low?
I mean, my boobs are big, but they don't hang down to my knees. I'm just saying.
Throw them over your shoulder. That's right.
I was trying my damnedest to swallow that mouthful of food just to say that.
What's your email, Mandy? I'll invite you through Hangouts.
It's so strange. It does that to Chaos too, to Jenna. She can't. It won't work through her DM either.
Where is Chaos? Oh, I bet she's subbing with Janie. Hey, Metallic.
Hi, Metallic.
I'm totally digging this eating healthy thing. This is actually really freaking good.
When the chat died earlier, Crystal totally got a dose of my misophonia reaction.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was like, I am so sorry. Because I was like, no, stop it! What are you doing? Oh my god, I was like freaking out.
Where is Diane and where's Wendy?
I don't know.
Diane doesn't love me anymore. She don't answer my DMs. She doesn't ever come into my live stream.
Who?
Yes. Hey, beautiful.
Hi.
Hi, Metallic.
Hold on. How do I turn?
That's a nice shelf.
There's a camera up at the top at the hangout. There you go.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring the chat back up.
Wait, did you come on camera?
Do what?
What were they all
Yeah,
saying?
when I first open it, it always like has the camera open, but I legit was in the bathtub, so I just put my robe on. So no. So that's a hard pass.
Gonna be a hard no for me.
Yeah, I'm no Savage or Linda. I can't be doing that.
It's always the people we wouldn't mind doing that don't do it. And it's the people we don't want to see that do it.
No, I promise you don't, girl. I promise.
Okay.
I'm not horrible for 43, but I'm still 43.
Yeah, there's Amber, the baby bottle nipples.
Oh, Lord.
Modest. Very, very modest.
Okay, so
The difference between a paramedic and an EMT.
Okay, well, so an EMT, basically, they're considered a basic. So that means they do the just BLS, which is basic, like, life-saving skills, literally BLS. So you still have to go, like, you have to be certified in different things. So for a basic, you'd have to be certified in, like, CPR and pediatric CPR, like just the basic stuff, but you still have to get those certifications. Okay. And it takes about 3-4 months. It just depends on where you go.
The OBG.
I'm sorry?
The OBG for labor and delivery. I had to take the OBG so I can be certified for labor and delivery for my basic.
Isn't that a lot of school? Don't you have to be like a RN or whatever?
No, I don't know about that, Crystal, because I know that where I was from in Ohio, and I mean, I lived in a very, like, way out there area, so we had a very, very liberal protocol, but our basics couldn't do stuff like that. There had to be a medic on scene to deliver or anything like that. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's different in your area, but then. To be a paramedic, you have to actually there has to be like college courses. So you have to have A&P, because you have to you have to know anatomy and physiology to be able to do a lot of this stuff. Because as a paramedic, I mean, you're basically the ER doctor on a life squad. You have to know a little bit about everything because you never know what the call is going to be. Going through paramedic school, the whole time, all I kept praying, God, don't ever let me get a baby. Please, I don't want a baby. I'll do anything else, just not a baby. Right. I shit you not. My very first call was a non-breather baby and mom. Very first call. And I was with my basic, and which the basics, a lot of people say that they're bus drivers or something. I'll tell you this, I couldn't have survived without my EMTs. They were amazing. I had the best. I had one, her name was Vanessa, and she was the best ever. I couldn't have done what I did without them. So I have a lot of respect for basics. But when we showed up, we went in there and the lady had been walking down the steps and she fell. Oh, and when she fell, the baby delivered and severed the umbilical cord, and both mom and baby were bleeding out. And the EMT said, what do you need? And I was like, a paramedic. And he was like, "You are one." And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like that's right." And then it just kicked in, and I, cranked the heater up in the squad and intubated, and knew what to do. And incidentally, she named the baby Mandy. And I know, and that baby is doing very, very well now, and is going to be going to medical school, which is
that's amazing. That's so cool.
But as a paramedic, you have to go after you do your A&P, and there are some other courses that you have to take to get into paramedic school, which is pretty competitive in and of itself and ridiculously expensive. And I went to a private paramedic school, and that is about 18 months, and the certifications for that are a lot. So it's ALS, which is advanced life support. You have to know how to do all the different rhythm strips, because if I show up and just like Minnie the other night asking about a heart attack, I can't tell you if you're having a heart attack unless I'm looking at an EKG. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the rhythm is. I was pretty sure she was probably having a little anxiety. I can ask the questions. Does it hurt when you breathe in? And right. I know what questions to ask, but I mean, ultimately, without having those diagnostic tools, I can't say for sure. But it always cracks me up. I get DMs probably 3 or 4 times a week from people asking medical stuff. And they always say, "Can you ask Alex?"
I forgot you were a paramedic. I am so sorry.
No, it's funny because I legit never ask him. Because I most of the time I know what it is. Now, if it's something, like with Kim or, if it's some kind of like obscure disease process, then I'll ask him because he knows everything. It's freaking annoying. He knows everything.
Good, then tell him to find a cure for my misophonia and we'll be good.
He's actually going to start a YouTube channel, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he is. He's going to be talking about, the kind of the problems with the medical system, since he has seen this firsthand now, being on the other side of it. So, yeah, he's going to be doing that. So that'll be exciting. Oh, I didn't even look at the chat. I'm like running my mouth. Hi, everybody. Metallic.
Can I ask what happened to your husband?
Not here.
Okay.
You can DM me. Yeah. He's doing very well right now, actually. Yeah.
That's good.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be rude, but
no. I understand. I just wanted to see if he was okay.
If I say anything before you know it, people will be like, "Oh my gosh, he has Parkinson's and he's doing open heart surgery on people and that can't be legal," or
right.
They have no money, they're broke, the IRS is pounded on their, like, oh my gosh, I can't with the
they come up with, like, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's almost, when I think about how I was a year ago with stupid tits compared to now, it is like unbelievable, because now I'm just like, oh, for God's sake, I can't with the ignorance. I can't. Like, it doesn't get to me like it did. Then I thought, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. They said it on YouTube. Everybody knows. And now I'm like, oh my gosh.
I just don't give a shit
anymore. People are so crazy.
Yep.
So when I hear somebody talking, I usually just like DM Amanda or Amber or Amanda or Vixen or somebody. I'm like, this is too much. Like, I can't. And they'll be like, why are you even thinking about it? Like, okay, thanks. And then move on.
Right. It's easier to say, like, don't even give it any thought than to really.
No, like, I don't. Like, I laugh about it now because before it was just so crazy. Like, I just used to get so upset about it.
But Amanda, like what I was saying is, in the process of teaching yourself not to be affected by it, you need to be affected by it in private. That's what I was saying. Don't give them information. I mean, don't give them ammunition.
Right.
You know,
yeah, I don't. No, I mean, I'm like legit not affected. You can ask Amanda. I truly don't care.
Well, like me now, I don't, but I can understand where she's coming from, you know?
It takes a minute to get there, though. Like, you don't just.
It does. I mean, I went through. My basic training was hardcore.
Yeah.
I think I had a good solid 10 months of
yeah.
of stupid tits going for me. So I got it. I got it for a while, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Why do I care? And now I don't, and I'm mean.
Me too. Like, I don't give a shit. I mean, I could fight
Tammy,
dirty with the best of them.
Tammy thought I was still the same person that I was a year ago. Wrong. I'm menopausal, bitch. No.
Believe that those videos that she's making. What is wrong with her?
I am totally
So many things. I wish Captain was in here because
she was earlier.
I would love to be on panel with Captain talking about this because she is so hilarious and spot on.
Look, here's my question. Like that one video that the one video
Joyride. No, I am not an online doctor. You know who you need to go to for that. That is not me.
The one video that Tammy did where she was like, yes, I owe the money. No, she didn't, like twist around my DMs. And I thought, okay, here we go. Here's some shit working out. But then she ended that video with such fucking vile sarcasm.
Right.
And I was like, well, there goes that down the shitter.
There's the one though. What about the one with Harvard and like she was gonna press criminal charges on me? That was I don't record anything, but I had to record that one just in case she took it down so that I could laugh because that one was a classic.
She's pathetic. She's just pathetic.
She had to be drunk. She had to be drinking. She had to be. There's no way that was like normal talk.
Right. Well, what is she talking about? Even it's a Harvard, like what?
As a study.
Some kind of something about, it was basically like the gang mentality deal. Yeah. Because, I mean, hey, look, she screwed me. I spoke up.
Right.
Which I wouldn't have said anything, but she went again for mine and Katie's friendship, and I get sick of that. Like, I just get so sick of hearing people say that I buy her friendship and I was hanging on by the skin of my teeth because I wasn't giving her loads of money anymore. That pissed me off. That's what did it. I did not.
When you're sitting here collecting thousands of dollars from people.
When I knew, right, and I wouldn't have said anything about it. I wouldn't have said anything about it until she brought me into the video. Right. It wasn't just that because she made a video about Katie. Come on, people do that 100 times a day. Like,
right.
I'm not going to defend. She doesn't need me to defend her. She does fine on her own.
Right.
But when you drag me like that, when you stole $300 from me, yeah, I'm speaking up. I'm gonna speak up. Okay. So the whole Harvard thing was the study about a bunch of women that it was ridiculous, but it was basically the mob mentality thing. But here's the thing about that. Does anybody remember what she did to that Sparkle and Rainbow chick?
No, I don't know if I was around for that.
With 50 different videos, that Stacy Sparkle person.
Oh, that bitch is crazy too. Let's get real.
Oh yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. But regardless,
right.
The hypocrisy is off the chain. And I just couldn't. I couldn't do that. When I saw that, I was like, nope. What is that a picture of?
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
That person coming in here look at my picture.
That Yuri whatever is...
It's a penis.
Are you serious?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like.
My goodness. Metallic, I love you. Look, she's just like...
I'm blocked, so I can't see shit.
So yeah, I don't think Tammy... I know she did not expect me to say anything because I don't. I don't respond to any of the crap online. You know that. I don't clap back. I don't make videos. I don't do drama. That's just not me. I think it's silly. I don't do it. Right. But that, she caught me on the right day, and I didn't call Katie. I didn't text her. Katie had no idea that I was going to say something.
I said something because look at all the other people that.
Right, and I don't need Katie to fight my battle. This had nothing to do with Katie other than she brought me into it to try and use that friendship. Right. I don't like that. I'm sick of it. Katie and I are friends. Yes. Doesn't have shit to do with YouTube. She doesn't even watch my videos, for God's sake. Everybody knows that. Come on. Katie on YouTube is completely different than the Katie that I talk to. I mean, well, she's not a different person, but I'm just saying she doesn't need me to fight her battles, and I don't need her to fight mine. I have never asked her to talk about anybody.
More than YouTube. It's off YouTube. It's personal.
Right. Yeah, we're actually friends. Like, she was in my home, for God's sake. I was in her home. Like, how many people on YouTube can actually say that? So, yeah, I did get a little bent when Tammy did that.
She's regret making that video, I bet, 100 times over.
Oh, no, she doubled down after that. See, here's the thing. This is what it is. I figured it out. And this Cap helped me with this. But she made that video because the people that were in her chat that were doing the tarot readings and all that stuff, I mean, they had already had it. So she didn't really have a whole lot of other people to do tarot readings, you know, because they'd already had it done. And listen, I'm going to say this and make it very clear. I don't hate her hustle. I have no problem with her doing the tarot reading to make her money. I don't have a problem with that. Never did. That is not my problem.
Right.
The problem was when she tried to use Katie's name and then had to throw in the digs at me drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm so sick of the Jim Jones reference. Like, these people are so, oh gosh. She did it because she thought that would bring a bunch of Katie haters, you know, that hate train, the witch hunt, bring a bunch of people in there, and that she would have new people in there to do the readings on. Right. That's what her intention was. But she should have never, ever said anything about me. And then that fake ass video of, I'm going to get in touch with Mandy. I do absolutely owe her. All while skimming over the part that she straight up stole $300.
And then ending that video with, that video with nothing but sarcasm.
Yeah, that was my old shop.
Like, we'll make payment arrangements.
Never. She has never contacted me. She hasn't blocked me. Didn't block me on Twitter, and I mean, I am on her. I've never done that. I have. You guys know my Twitter. I'm like, stupid. I'm like butterflies and rainbows, right? Like, I'm uplifting and happy, and I've been on one for a week with that one, Betty. I mean, so I know she's seeing it.
Like, at least acknowledge what you did, you know, and I don't know.
It was all for sympathy. That was nothing more than a pity video for her. And then that next one that was filled with the Harvard blah, 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 that was hilarious and weird. And then she threatened to put a witch spell on me, which cracked me up.
Then last video with her car door and all that bullshit, like, she's pulled in a lot of money. Why? Where's it going? What are you using all that money on? I mean, hundreds of dollars.
Oh, no. $750 from Diane. 600 from me and 300 from B that I know of for a fact.
Right, and then we got Liz.
That would have put her ass in a nice apartment. A nice one, not even a shitty one. A nice apartment.
Right, and she shows her car, her door panel missing, and then she shows a place where she's staying with no furniture or whatever. Where the fuck did that money go?
Poor choices. I'm sorry, that is poor life choices. And like I said, it doesn't matter. I know that was all just a ploy. All those videos were nothing more than a ploy because she was getting so much heat. I know it. I didn't expect her to contact me. I knew it wasn't going to happen. Like, come on. I knew that, right?
Right.
But the audacity is what eats me alive. That is what just gets me.
Right.
Hi, Bless.
I didn't even acknowledge that part at all.
Yes. Right. Yes, Joy, you're exactly right.
Crazy. I don't know how
Ash, all about me eating the ketchup. That was true. She wasn't making that up. I really do like ketchup.
My mom was saying she did crazy stuff like that and couldn't account for money people gave her. I've been there, but they're both.
Yeah, but you're working.
They're both able.
You get a job. You get 3 jobs. You do what you have to do, and that's what I mean. Mad. Katie works. I mean, and Katie doesn't beg for money either. I mean, people give Katie money because she puts on a show. I mean, that's what YouTube is. It's entertainment. We watch this to be entertained, and if you can think about it like that, then the rest of it doesn't matter. Just look at it like that. It's just like a TV show. It's you watch for entertainment. If you want to tip somebody, then you tip them. But nobody like. that's not e-begging, and you're not e-begging. I mean, The words just get thrown around like pedophile and oh my gosh. I mean, drug deals and I mean, it's just the same stuff over and over on basically the same group of people as well, but recycled. And sometimes they'll switch the plot up. This person's mailing drugs.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's dumb.
It is dumb. It's all regurgitated all the time. And that's why I just kind of like stepped away, watched from, you know, the back. And when you're not involved in it, you know what I mean? Like, consumed by it, you see so much more. Like, if you just step back.
Right.
It's crazy.
No, Bless, there's not an excuse for it. You're exactly right. I am all about giving a hand up. I absolutely will do that. And I'm completely humbled by the amount of people that have come into my DMs offering to pay her debt back. And of course, I'm not going to take a penny from anyone. I'm not going to do it. And even with her, it's not even about the money.
Right.
It's not. I mean, Alex and I have always lived far below our means. We're just fine. we're just fine. We are not broke. I'm not. You know, but I've also always worked. I have never not worked. I will never not work. I work.
I'm sure you would just want like an apology or her to.
I'd like her to just
admit to what she's done. Like at least acknowledge she stole this.
No, I don't even care. No, I don't care. Like she has shown exactly who she is.
Right.
And honestly, if I kept a few people from being screwed over, then hey, then there's that, you know.
I'm glad you said something. Like I said, there's that Lynn girl. I don't know her whole full story, and I don't know if legit 100%. Like I don't really know, but
right, I don't either. But I'm not going to say that what she's saying isn't true because I know what Tammy did to me. So,
but it's people like her that you saved from spending more money, and like that guy in Canada, I don't know if she's still leaving him on or whatever, or if he knows.
Oh, I know. I would love to find out what happened to Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin. Oh gosh, now it just grates on my soul.
Can we talk about her very, very poor acting in that last video? Where she's like, I try. What am I to do? What am I to do?
I don't know, but wasn't it you that said that she was buying a raincoat?
Yeah.
Dude, I was dead at that comment.
Take that money and go get a raincoat. Then you can drive your damn leaky ass car.
Yes.
Drive it all the way to a job interview. You got a raincoat, won't ruin nothing.
There's no.
Ash, I understand that, and I know that you're friends with her. I totally get it. But you're in a different situation than I'm in. I was also friends with her, and she came after me in that video. Period. I mean, you're the sympathy and empathy from me is out the door. I paid for it, and I'm done. There is nobody on YouTube that knows me that can say that I'm not kind, but I'm not stupid either.
Right.
And people think that I am, and I've just had enough of that.
Far from stupid.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they both can sit without a job in a room with nothing, that car like that, and not work. What are they doing?
Exactly. I've worked since I can remember. I was babysitting, and then when I could work legally, you know, I got a job, but I was still babysitting in my spare time. That's just all there is to it. I've just always worked. But Ash, she wasn't just in Texas. She was in Florida and then all over the place. She was driving across the country. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for it. I'm sorry, there's not. Right. I just said she had $750, $600, and $300. She could have gotten an apartment wherever she was at.
Exactly. And she's trying to get money to go back to where she ran from.
Metallic, you just nailed it.
Exactly.
And I'm not ripping on her kid, and she's not a kid either. She's an adult. I'm not ripping on her either. I'm just saying that there is no reason she can't work. I did it.
Exactly.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's a character problem, and it does fall on Tammy. Period.
I think there's something else going on that.
Yes, Metallic. Thank you.
Yeah, there's something else going on that we don't know. You know what I mean? Like either an addiction or something. That,
you know, I've heard that thrown around, and I don't know about that, so I won't speak on it because I don't know.
I don't want to.
And I just,
but I'm just saying.
right, I would never ever speculate on something like that. But I will absolutely say there are some serious poor money management skills when you have that kind of money all in the same week. And I mean, let's be serious. She was saying she was making about $60 a day on the tarot readings.
Right.
That's, add that up. 60 by 70. I mean, that's not a bad week's pay, people. Come on.
That was a day, 60 a day.
Right. So 7 days a week. I mean, she was doing those things a lot. That's some decent money. Shoot.
Yeah, she
Just
did.
sit there and play with cards and smoke. Come on now.
But she could do her hour live stream readings or 2 hours or whatever and still have a job. And her daughter could work. She's 18, right?
Yes.
I just don't get it. I don't know how you can expect the internet to pay your way and then not even use the money to help yourself. Like you're still in the same situation you were before you took all the money.
Yeah, but Ash, here's the thing. I bought into every bit of that too, and that is why I helped her. Now I question everything that she said. I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. And yeah, how come all these little jobs that she did have along the way, what was it, 3, I think she had along the way, she either got fired or, you know, something happened. I mean, it was always something that, I mean, even I was kind of like, I would question it, like, this can't be true. You can't do that. Like, you can't get fired for this or for that. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me, but she was my friend, and I didn't question it. And that's on me. That is on me. All I'm saying is question.
I don't think she traveled far at all, to be honest.
I don't know. She definitely went from Florida to Washington State, and then I think she's in Texas now.
Was that just her saying that she was there, or was she really there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think she probably was actually there. But I don't know how she drove that car all the way across. I mean, that I had to question too. How would that car? I have a nice Jeep, and I'm going to be honest. I don't know that I would feel comfortable driving my Jeep across country.
Right.
That's, you know.
And what's the point of going cross country when you don't have any money?
Right.
I mean, let me ask you this, though. If she wouldn't have made that video and she came to you and said, look, I know I owe you the money, but you got to give me a little bit because I don't have a job, what would you have said to that?
Keep it.
Right. See, now she caused this problem for herself.
Of course she did. Of course she did. Look, it's not the only person I've ever helped. There are a lot of people that no one knows about that I have helped online, and they will never know that I have helped. Ever.
Right.
Because they're not a-holes.
Right.
Like Mandy said, she would have never said anything and let it go but she brought her into that video. And for one, calling Katie a money grubber, and then 2, bringing Mandy in saying that Mandy's paying Katie for a friendship and shit like that. So Mandy said something. Like, I would have too.
This is a poor analogy, but it's kind of like talking shit about your boss, and your boss catches you talking shit about them, and they fucking fire you, and then you're all butthurt, and you try to act like you don't know why they fired you.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, and her response was that I had to do it because Katie can't take any criticism whatsoever. That it had nothing to do with Katie, and she can't get that through her thick skull. And like I told her, if you would have come to me in DMs, I would have explained it. I did not say this publicly first. I said it to her in DM first.
Right. And you asked her to go on panel with you.
I asked her to let me on her panel with her people.
Like, so she wouldn't feel in a corner or whatever.
Right, because I knew I was telling the whole truth. I had absolutely nothing. I'm not sorry that I did it. I'm not a bit sorry that I did it. I'm glad, because I hope that it saved a few people from... Here's the thing. Nobody's helping her at this point. You know, look.
So she's on the attack.
I had to do it. I mean, I had to do it.
Well, I seen a couple.
Sometimes you have to fall flat on your butt to to take care of yourself, to pick yourself up. I'm sorry, but sometimes that's what has to happen. And I mean, she's older than me. It is time to grow up.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's so fucking condescending. I don't know how her broke ass can afford such a high horse.
I don't know. And I did, I did. And that's the other thing people are saying. I can't believe you shared DMs. I don't care. Believe it. I don't care.
Right.
Again, you'll never see me dropping DMs just randomly for other people. Ever. You're not going to see me do that. But again, I don't feel the least bit sorry about it. Nope. I tried to reach out with her. She ignored me. She kept going on and making the videos about it. Yeah, you're right. I dropped it. Absolutely. And I don't feel bad about that either.
Right.
I didn't share any personal information other than what proved what I was saying was 100% accurate.
Yep.
And when you're called a liar, you got to prove yourself, you know.
I mean, you can only push the nicest person so far before they retaliate.
That's right, Penny.
Yeah, me too, Monique. It's her condescending attitude, no matter what she's doing or who she's talking about. And it really got to me in that video where she was owning up in the beginning, and then she ended that on a foul note for no fucking reason. She could have just left it at, I owe this money. I know what I did. Mandy did not doctor the DMs. The DMs were true, which, as she said on the video, the DMs were true. How can she say that they weren't true in other videos?
Well, here's the other thing is that here's the other thing is that there were several people still talking to her that were very disturbed by some of the things that she was saying. And I dropped the DMs after I was told that she was planning on dropping ones that were not accurate. So, Yep. So, yes, I did. I went and I dropped them. And everybody's like, why now? Why now? Well, because she went for me in a video. That's why now. Because she wouldn't respond to anything I said. Why did I wait from April and I didn't say anything? Well, first, I did. I said something several times in DMs, and I showed that as well. And she completely ignored me and just ghosted me. And still, I would have just let it go. I would have never said a word. Don't bring me into your bullshit. Don't do that. She was counting on me to not say a word. She was counting on me to not have a backbone and not clap back because I never have. She made a mistake. I don't know how she didn't see that in the cards.
That was good. What's wrong with your tarot cards, Tammy? What happened? Did they break? Are they leaking too?
I know she's regretting making that video. As much as she says she doesn't, she stands by what she says and doesn't regret it. 100. She's lost her money flow. I did see a couple comments though in her videos. Check your PayPal or whatever. A couple people are still supporting her, but I bet not like that they were.
I know, Ash. I understand. I'm not trying to be overly critical of you because I understand. I know that she's your friend and I can respect that. Look, I don't want her to not have any friends, but if she has any good friends, they need to tell her to get a freaking job and stop the nonsense. Just knock it off.
You remember what you asked me in earlier this week, and that's what we're talking about is the issue with Lynn. I don't know her, and I spoke only what I thought about, and Ash and I didn't agree, but that's okay too because we're cool. And but yeah, I believe you, Mandy. I don't see how she could even pretend to be a victim. But when it comes to the Lynn and Tammy thing, I agree with you, Ash. I don't know her like you know her. I don't know Lynn at all. So I just took what I perceived from that conversation. That was it.
Right. Yes, yeah,
I don't know anything about that. My heart hurts for her with the. I don't know. I don't know. I know that I know for a fact. I saw it with my own eyes. The DM that was being threatened that the DMs were going to be changed around. So I know that she was threatening that. I know that she was threatening to have me arrested on criminal charges, which that one's hilarious. What? So I saw that with my own eyes. Right.
She can't even drive her quote unquote useless car. How's she gonna bring up criminal charges? Do people not understand that bringing up criminal charges costs money?
What did you do?
Well, hello. What's she gonna do? Walk in there and say, "Hey, I stole $300 from this woman that helped me,"
and now she's being mean.
Can you? Yeah. And can you go arrest her? Like what?
If there's not an active crime that the cops are called for, people, you have to pay them. You have to, in a small little town that I grew up in, it was still $30 just to file a report. She don't even have money
Bless,
to
I
fucking...
agree. That's it exactly, Bless. I don't know the whole story. I will say this. When I listened to her talk about the domestic violence, if you've gone through that, you can tell when someone is full of shit or not. And I believe that story. I heard it in her voice. I could hear her voice shaking. I have never told my story only to my husband and not even all of it to him, and I never will. But I can tell you that even when I did, right now, just even mentioning that, I get sick to my stomach. So I believe that part completely. I do. I completely believe that. I don't doubt that story at all. The rest of it, I don't know. I don't know. But she lied about me, which was dumb because everybody knows that I'm not a liar. Like, I definitely have credibility. That's one thing
Lynn lied
that people know about me.
Lied about you.
Mandy,
Right.
Penny says, has she made any attempt to contact you or begin to pay you back yet?
No, of course not. She's not going to.
Did you say Lynn lied on you or Tammy lied on you?
Who?
Mandy.
Me?
Yeah, you said that she lied on you. Are you talking about Lynn? Or...
No, Tammy. No, Tammy. I mean, she lied about me. So if she would lie about me, which is dumb because she had to know what the repercussions of that was going to be.
Amanda.
You would have to know.
Well, Ash, they were charging people in my town, straight up. Like, if it wasn't a case they were working on, they were charging people. Like, if it was just like a civil case and you went in there, I don't know what kind of case she would try to bring against you, Mandy. That's just ridiculous. But
she's just talking. Come on.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, like,
and it doesn't. Ash is right. It doesn't cost anything to. I mean, criminal charges would be at the discretion of the police department and ultimately the prosecutor. But regardless, I mean, maybe she meant civil, but even that, come on, for what? For what? No.
How dare you demand your money back?
Right.
Well, and I didn't even demand it back. I just told the truth.
Right.
I'm still not demanding anything back.
Acknowledge what you did. Like, at least that. Acknowledge that you stole the $300.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge that you haven't attempted to pay $1 back. And acknowledge that you're a liar.
That's right, Ash. But even with that, even if that would have just been it, I still wouldn't have said anything. Because that's her opinion, and everybody has an opinion about Katie. Mine happens to be a lot different than most people's. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, look, Katie has said crappy things to me. Everybody knows that. Like, but Katie's a good person. Katie's Katie. She has a very big heart. She is a good person. She does a lot for people that people don't know and will never know because she'll never say anything.
Right.
But I still wouldn't have been upset, and I wouldn't have said a word about it if she hadn't drugged me into that video. And not even low-key, high-key, drugged me, talking about by the skin of my teeth. Like, come on now. No. She did it for views, and it backfired.
Fun fact, karma is actually not a Christian ideal. However, karma will still get you, Tammy. 100%. And karma...
It doesn't matter. The bottom line is she could have all the money in the world, and she will still have nothing. I could lose every penny I have, and I will still have everything.
Yep.
And that will always be the difference between the Tammys and the Mandys in the world.
You can't lump all the Tammys together, Mandy. That's just not fair.
You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I'm talking about the character of those two people. Look, I'm not lumping all the Mandys together for crying out loud. Let's not even do that.
I know some shitty Mandys. You're not one of them. You're not one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How did Paramedic turn into drama? Yes, I didn't mean that.
Oh, I thought you made it, and that's why I laughed.
No, it's real. I was being honest with you when I told you I did it.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to.
No, I did it.
Oh, cool.
Wait, what?
When she was saying earlier about the OBGYN, like she sent me a picture of the certificate. I thought she like made it like, you know.
Oh.
And then she realized it was off my Facebook and it was real.
I agree, Bless.
Yeah, for sure. Karma's a bitch, man.
I mean, but honestly, look at what she has right now. I mean, she's already getting it. You know, her poor choices are already resulting in her shitty life. That is not just a constant 40 whatever years of bad luck. No, I'm sorry. That's not it. It's bad choices.
The universe will give you exactly what you put back into it. So, prepare yourself. Ash said, I saw someone spell Mandy with an I the other day, and I was insulted for you, Mandy.
I one time when Katie was here, and I was notably I was a little tipsy because I do not drink, and when Katie was here, I had like 4 or 5 Bud Lights, so I was a little tipsy, and I made a comment that it was Mandy with an I, stripper.
Yeah,
She hangs on that, man. She hangs on that. She says that all the time. I'm Mandy with an eye, with the stripper eye. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, like
Who says
you
that?
you are hanging tight onto that one, ATX.
Oh God.
And I don't really have I don't have an issue with anybody, to be honest. I mean a couple. But I don't really I'm indifferent. I couldn't care less about it. I just think it's funny that she hung on to that. Like, come on, I said one thing. You daily say stuff. Like you've said stuff about everything. I don't respond to it. I just think it's funny.
Hi, P-Day. Oh, excuse me.
I can't listen to her talk. I can't.
Hi, P-Day.
She was live yesterday, and I clicked in. 5 seconds.
Oh, I didn't even know that where does she go live at? Oh, on Sam's channel?
On her own channel. Like, it's like Mandy Troop or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know she even had. I thought she closed her channels down 100 times.
She has a channel, and she does the boardroom, and she did Air Your Grievances to copy Randy yesterday. That was the name of her.
Wait, she does the boardroom now? I thought Sam did the boardroom.
Well, she'll do it on her channel. She'll call it the boardroom meeting or whatever. Sam does them too on Certified Badass or something like that.
Lord help.
I can't keep up with all of it.
Right.
No, Ash, I didn't hear that, but that's pretty. That's weak. Like, that's not even funny. Like, that's not even funny at all. That's such a reach. See, that's just it. I just don't. Again, I watch YouTube for entertainment. I don't find her entertaining. Now, I'm not saying anybody else doesn't. Like, if you do, that's great. Watch. Right. I just don't. I don't.
It's saying white with a hard T. Oh my God, she's so stupid. I'm not subbed to any of them, but like on Twitter, someone will say they're live or whatever, so I'll click in and look. But when I can't listen to her. That's what she does. After every other. It's so annoying.
Monique.
Certified Badass. That's Sam's other channel that I thought she got a strike on it from the music from Savage's Dance. Maybe not.
Oh my gosh, that one. Holy cow.
I would shut it down.
That one is just a whole nother. Right. That's another level.
Man, I've never let my friend do that on a panel ever. I would shut it down quick.
Yeah, that is sad to me, honestly.
Seriously, Ash said somebody called Sam Snakeafa, and I almost rolled off my couch laughing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
I miss all this stuff. I didn't see any of that. I didn't even know that she had a channel. I thought that she had closed her channels down since that whole stuff with Diane forever ago.
She's had a channel for a long time. She's been back for a while.
Well, I must not have missed much, because I'm sure I would have heard something.
No, you didn't.
Not really much you can miss.
I did, Monique. And to me, it's sad.
It is very.
I don't know. I just have more respect for myself and my husband, and that makes me sad that she doesn't. Because no matter what, she's still a person. And
like,
as a female, that makes me sad that somebody doesn't have
it was like
more self-esteem.
And not one person told her to quit or stop or shut it down. You know what I mean? Like they were all cheering her on and.
See, that's sad. My friends would beat my ass.
Yeah,
I would never do that anyway. I just would never. That's just not. There's Stewie.
Interesting.
Hi, Stewie. Stewie, 안녕하세요.
Yeah, I heard about Cooper's, but I didn't see what happened at Cooper's.
I don't know who Cooper is. I did hear something about Cooper, but I don't know who that is.
I just heard that like she got his live stream shut down too or something.
I don't know. I just think as women, what are we showing the younger girls? I mean, shouldn't we be showing them to have self-confidence and self-respect, and that our bodies are.
I couldn't imagine leaving that behind for my kids and my grandkids to see.
Thank you. Completely agree.
Right. I don't know. That just bothers me anyway. Like anytime I see somebody like just flaunting, I feel sorry for them because I know that they have low self-esteem. That's not being body confident. That's low self-esteem. It's the exact opposite.
Right. You're beautiful, your tits are beautiful, whatever. Like that's what she was looking for. Or that she's better than Katie. Like she always has Katie on the brain or coming out her mouth.
Right. You just
Katie.
You just don't have to show everything if you're confident. To me, that screams insecurities. That screams the exact opposite of what she's trying to portray. And that's sad to me. And no, I don't like her at all. I think she's mean. Honestly, I think she's just mean. Really? But I think she's mean because I think she definitely has some self-esteem stuff, and that makes me sad. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see anybody like that. I don't know. I guess that's just my personality, though. I would much rather lift somebody up than tear them down, except for Tammy.
I couldn't imagine acting like that. I couldn't.
Thank you, PD. PD. Oh, every time I say that wrong, I don't know why. I want to say payday, but PD. Oh, I can't do it. P-Day. Thank you, P-Day.
I always say payday.
I know, that kind of blows the whole highly intelligent thing out of the water when I can't even pronounce 4 letters, doesn't it? I shot her comment down by speaking.
Right, Sonia, exactly.
Page me as well.
She is a grandma, for God's sake. I don't know. It's whatever.
Even if you're not, I mean, I don't have kids, but I still know that the things that I say and do are going to be seen by young girls, no matter what. If you're on the internet, there's going to be young kids that are going to come across your stuff. And what do you want them to see? Because ultimately, they're going to mimic that, and they're going to see that. And don't they have this crap shoved down their face enough in every Victoria's Secret commercial, every TV show? I mean, don't they just have it shoved down their face enough? And they already have so much to deal with. Can't we just show them how to be confident about being intelligent and kind? And I don't know. I'm old, I guess.
In order to learn, they have to give a shit about being those things. Like, not children, but like the people that we're dealing with now. I mean, like, I don't know what happened to them in their life, but I don't know. It boggles my mind.
Yeah, Sonia, I agree.
Andy, after we're done here, I need to DM you if you want to go to bed.
What, honey?
I said after we're done here, I need to talk to you if you don't go to bed, or we can talk tomorrow.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm going to finish my bath, so you can DM me. That's fine.
You got out of the bath?
Yeah.
Aww.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I like talking about the paramedic stuff, so I was like, and I never say, send me a link. I never get on panels.
So happy you came on. I really want to get like my EMT or something. I think it'd be so fun. I love the home health care too. Like I want to stay there too.
Well, there's a lot. There are tons of things. I'll talk to you in DM, but there's tons of things that you can do.
Hey, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Stewie, you have little girls? Oh my gosh.
Stewie's a girl, I think. I thought it was a man. Forever.
Stewie's a girl? I thought Stewie was a guy.
I thought so too, but the last video when laughed, it's a girl.
Hi, Lacey.
Or not the last video. Can't remember what video it is. You put a video up like 10 a day.
I know.
But one of the laughs, you can tell it's a girl.
All right, Stewie. Are you a girl or a boy? He's 24.
Girl laugh. I thought it was a guy too.
Look, he's a guy, and Amanda's saying he laughs like a girl. Here we go. Let the trolling begin.
Girl. I'll find it and damn it to you. Tell me. Whatever you want me to be. See, they won't tell.
Oh my gosh, Stewie. That sounds like something you'd see in a movie.
I'm gonna see if I can find it right now.
Wow, 2 little girls.
Well, if you're a man and you laugh like a girl, that's cute. Like I'm not hating on it.
Amanda got to go back a little bit now.
She's backpedaling. She's Olympic backpedaling now.
That was good. Nice save, Amanda. I don't think they noticed.
Because Stewie's a good troll, so now Amanda's going to do some Olympic backpedaling.
Stewie, Amanda loves you. Always remember this.
Oh, Ash, you know she just says stuff like that to get everybody riled up.
Dimitri or Rich Lux.
I thought the Rich Lux was pretty hilarious. I don't know how she comes up with this stuff just off the top of her head. It's hilarious.
His wife or his girlfriend or something that left. I don't know.
Did somebody just snort? Did you just snort, Mandy?
Yeah, because that was funny.
What? What did you say, Minnie?
Mandy snorted.
Oh.
Hey, music.
All right, guys. I have to work tomorrow, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. It was nice to be on panel with you, Mandy.
Nice to talk to you as well.
All right. Thanks for the links, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. And Google Hangouts is going to freeze, so I can't make my suave leave. So hold on. Okay, goodbye.
Ash, I can't even pick one that's the funniest. I mean, when she was here, I have not laughed that hard in my entire life. Oh my gosh. And she's nonstop, man. And it never turns off either. She is just funny. She really, really is very funny.
Who?
Katie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's witty. She just has a very, and you know, again, it's either you like her or you don't, but she keeps me laughing. And the way she tells a story, she is very entertaining. She is an entertaining person.
Trying to find the laugh.
You're a good mommy, Paige. My husband still opens the door for me.
Is Stewie calling into Janie's right now?
Calling into what?
I thought Stewie said I'm calling into Janie's right now. Watch to Ash.
Oh my gosh. Right, music. That's exactly right. It's not forced. It just comes out.
No, I like Katie, and I've been a sub of hers for like since she first started, like when she was doing the postcards and stuff.
I know, dear.
But she doesn't think, I don't know what she thinks, but
I agree, Paige. My husband was raised right.
I'm calling. Wait, okay. I like when she gets going on her stories, like when she told the story about Trisha hitting that guy or whatever, and how she like grabbed Pepper on the way out. Like it's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
She tells the stories. Goes on. I don't know. It's funny.
She is. She is very, very funny, and she is just like that in person too. She is hilarious.
She can be really mean.
What? To everybody.
Right.
That's not. She. Katie is not. That's too across the board.
Yeah, true. And she does get a lot of shit, so I don't blame her. But
it is nonstop every single day.
Right.
I couldn't believe it when she was here. I truly could not believe how much stuff she gets sent to her.
Can't imagine.
People putting stuff in her ear, saying, "Oh, this person said that. This person," and it would not be true. But I mean, I'm not kidding you. Her phone would not stop, and I just couldn't believe it. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
No.
Right, blessed. I love her. I can't help it. She grew on me, and I do. I love her. I think she is hilarious. Of course, I don't agree with everything she says, but who does? Who has? If we all agreed with everything everybody said, or if we all liked the exact same person, there'd be a lot of people left out in the world. So I think it's good that we all have different personalities and we all like different people. I mean, I don't hate on the people that enjoy watching Savage and ATX and all of them. So what? If that's what you like, that's what you like. It doesn't make you a bad person. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the crap that goes on, but who cares? It really is. I mean, and I truly can't believe I'm saying this, but I mean, Trisha said it best. If you don't like it, just don't watch. It truly is that simple.
100%. Right, Ash. I can't take the little bit that I get. I couldn't imagine getting it all day, every day.
She does, PD. Oh, I can't. Forget it. You're just payday. I can't do it. It's just payday. I cannot do it. I cannot say 4 letters. I don't know why, but I cannot do it.
Hey, don't feel bad. I say payday all the time.
That's it. It's just payday. That's it. Just change your name. Change your name.
Right, Bless. That's true, too. I think she's grown a lot since I first started watching her.
I cannot remember what it was that she said one day. I honestly, I was driving my car and she said something and I had to pull over because I thought I was going to wreck. I thought I was going to crash into somebody because my eyes were watering so badly because I was just laughing so hard. And it's so unintentional. It's not forced. She doesn't try to be funny. It's just, that's just who she is. And I love that she's unapologetic for who she is. I love that about her. I'll tell you what, if you're her friend, man, she'll ride all the way. I mean, all the way for you.
I've seen that, yeah. For sure. I wish she wasn't so, I mean, I get why she is, but I wish she wasn't so, like she thinks everybody's like gonna stab her in the back. Like, untrustworthy. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, but honestly, like, look at how many times she's been screwed over. I mean, honestly, pretty much everybody in her life has, or on here, has stabbed her in the back. Honestly, like,
it sucks because there's a lot of people that I think good people that she's pushed away because she's so.
Yeah, but
I want and.
There's always 2 sides to that, though. I'll just say that.
True.
Agree, bless.
Those hoes put me on timeout for asking for the number. I thought it was call-in show.
Oh gosh. Poor Stewie, can I catch a break? And I've liked Stewie from the get-go.
If I had a call-in number, I'd give it to you. I don't know the number. Usually the robot person puts it in there. Why do I always try to talk after I hit a vape?
Yeah, PD. Oh gosh. Sheezel Pete's. I'm sitting here reading it. I'm looking at the letters, and I cannot make it come out right.
Right, Pete. I do get it. I do get it 100%. I just wish... It sucks that you have to be that way. You know, that she has to be that way. See, me, I'm way too trusting, and I've been hurt way too many times, but I believe everybody. I trust everybody. Still, I don't know why I do.
Yeah, but that's good. You know, I'm a lot like you, and I'm also a lot like her. I'm somewhere in between. I used to be a whole lot more like you, but that has changed after being on here. Now I mean, in real life, I still am.
I need to get that way. I need to get where I speak up for myself and stuff like that. But I hate confrontation or anything like that, so I back down.
That's okay, though. It's the same way. I mean, again, if we had everybody that had these great, big, strong personalities,
right,
and nobody that was more docile and, you know, quick to forgive and to listen, my gosh, we'd be at war all the time. So you should also be unapologetic for who you are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be like that, though. I want to be able to pick up for myself, I guess, or call out bullshit when I see it. I don't know.
I think a lot of it comes with age, too. I mean, you're very young still. You're going to get to some point where you're just going to be like, I just don't care.
Right. Yeah, my best friend used to tell me, like I envy you, but I get mad at you at the same time because she's real outspoken. She's like Katie. But then she's like, I wish I could shut my mouth sometimes like you and hold it all in or whatever. She's like, I hate.
Oh yeah, I'm one of my very, very best friends, and that is her number one complaint with me. She gets furious that I forgive. It infuriates her. But that's just who I am. That's who I am. I do. I mean, and just because I forgive doesn't mean I forget or I'm going to go back and take it again. But yeah, I don't know. I've changed a lot. I'm more outspoken than I used to be. That's for sure.
Yeah. 43. Believe everybody.
No, Monique, that's sweet. That's a good thing too. Stewie just got timed out again. I'm dead.
Is that the real number that somebody put in here? Did they call?
Why are they timing him out though? What's he saying? Bless, it's not a flaw. That's a very special piece of character. Not a flaw. I love it.
Why would you time out Rich Lux? Oh yeah,
that's Danny will slip in with these little ones out of nowhere, man. That'll crack me up. On Twitter, I see her, and she'll just come out of nowhere and say something funny. It cracks me up.
But it's Stewie. Well, if Stewie has the number, then why didn't they call?
Yeah, why didn't he just call instead of being timed out?
Again, that's so funny.
Unless he's saying something mean, like answer the phone, hose, or something like that, which I can see Stewie doing as well. They blocked me for saying pick up the phone.
I guess they're not taking any calls tonight, Stewie.
Oh,
what are they talking about? So funny. I was polite. No,
Stewie, come on. What did you say? Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, can we just talk about this real fast? Because I have been dying to talk about this because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Did you all catch Rita's the other night in Katie's stream when she straight lost her mind?
Yeah.
That was the most fun I've ever had in my life. I thought that was hilarious. I fell in love with Rita's that night. Fell in love with her. I love her. That was epic. That was epic.
And then she
got a wrench.
After that, she went in there and she's like, I finally got blocked over there. And I'm like, oh my God.
she DM'd me and she's like, I'm sorry. And, you know, she called me a whore. And I mean, she said horrible things. It was hilarious, though. I was cracking up. And I was just teasing back with her. I'm like, you know, go listen to some Keith Urban and Cry in a Corner. Like, I was messing back with her. But she sent me a DM and she's like, I'm sorry. I was like, Rita, don't even worry about it. We all go a little crazy sometimes. And honestly, I thought that was hilarious. I laughed so hard.
That was funny. P-Day, Rita's just went in there and went crazy. And somebody was talking and telling their story. So Katie was listening to the person. Bridgie was talking and telling a story about something. And Rita's came in and just started going at Katie. And shit. Katie gave her a wrench.
All of us.
So she couldn't get blocked. She's just going off.
That is classic Katie, man. That is Katie right there. Like somebody losing their mind, and she gives them a wrench so that none of us can get rid of them, which I wouldn't have blocked her anyway because I thought it was funny. And I mean, She was calling, it wasn't just Katie. She called Randy a whore. She called me a whore. I mean, she was calling all of us out.
So funny. And Reggie's not paying attention to the chat, and she's just going on calmly about her story, and everybody was dying in the chat. Oh my God, that was funny.
I don't know if that's still up or not. I'd actually like to go back and rewatch that because that few minutes was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I just laughed so hard. I was cracking up, and she was on it. She was like a speed typer too, man.
I wonder what happened to her that night. Like, my gosh, I've never seen her like that.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody lose their mind like that, and it was hilarious.
Ash, did you hear Stewie? He got through on the phone. Sure.
I know, bless, right? Like, how'd she get a wrench? Come on now.
She's like, she was trying so hard to get blocked, and she finally got blocked, and she went over into the other chat and was like, finally, that whore blocked me. I'm like, oh my God.
I love it.
Funny.
I love it. See, it's all about the entertainment, and that was entertaining to me.
Right. Are you happy you got through now, Stewie? I couldn't hear you because I was over here, but who got to hear him, Ash? P-Day has a favor to ask from us.
I hope it's not to pronounce her name right.
Oh, Stewie, I just have to tell you, you're a good troll. That was funny, Bless. So,
Same, Bless.
Since?
Same, Lens.
Has anybody seen her since?
Oh yeah, she was in there tonight trying to get Katie to give her a link, and Katie said, "I don't need to give you a link. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, I know you're crazy. It's fine. Don't worry about it." And I was cracking up.
She was. What?
She asked Katie to give her a link, and then she asked Katie to call her, and Katie goes, "No."
Oh my gosh. That's a balls, dude. I have never.
I love it. I'm telling you, I love the entertainment part of it. I don't care who it's from. I love the entertainment.
Can I get some prayers? I found out today my mom had a stroke. I won't be able to see her till tomorrow. Oh my gosh, B-Day, of course.
Yes, absolutely. Of course. Plus, I didn't even know you had a stream. What? My gosh. And I know I'm sub to you for sure. Well, I don't get Katie's notifications either.
I don't get nobody's notifications. It's bullshit. I always find out on Twitter, like, if people are live.
Yeah, either that or I get a text like, where were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it, Danny. I hope that she leaves it up so I can go back and listen to him.
Your fake East Coast accent cracks me up. Is it a girl or a boy? Give me the phone call. I'm telling you, that laugh was a girl laugh. So either it's white or you laugh like a girl.
Absolutely. Payday. Prayers work.
Yes, 100%. That's scary. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard now.
People say Houston.
I'm going to get hate mail tomorrow on my door from my old neighbors across the pond.
What, laughing?
Yeah, for being too loud. I don't want to hear your conversations. And then she'll write me a note, but she'll wrap it up in this really sweet packaging. So I think it's like something nice. And I open it up and it's like filled with venom and hate. It makes me so mad. I wish she would just put F you on the front of it at least. Don't tie it up with a cute little bow. And then I open it up and it's like filled with venom.
Stewie is a guy. Okay, well, I'm going to find that laugh and show you guys so I don't sound like a crazy person. I still love you, though, Stewie. He's not on a channel right now at all. 100% and not boot. No, I
Yeah,
know.
from my neighbor across the pond. Well, they're not really my neighbor. They're across the pond. And I have a big mouth. My mouth carries a baseline, so I get it. But
It must
shut
have
up.
40 years to hear you across the pond.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty entertaining. She ought to just sit there and enjoy it. Walk her ass all the way over here to my house and leave a note on my front door. Come on now.
So funny how she makes it all nice. That was Lacey.
Right, Lacey?
Yeah. Why won't
Stewie asked me to send him $300 today.
What?
Stewie asked me to send him $300 today. I said, as soon as I get it from Tammy, it's straight in the mail to you.
And then it won't go through and you have to send another 300 and
That's right. Yep.
well, it's cute, Ash. I'm not hating on the girl laugh at all.
Lacey, he wants your friendship. I know I need to buy it, right?
Don't you know Mandy buys all her friendships around here?
Right. Oh, crud. All right, y'all. I'm going to go finish my bath. I'll keep listening. Thank you so much for having me on, Miss Amanda. And just DM me, and I'll definitely get back with you about all the paramedic stuff. I had a really good time, you guys. This was fun. I laughed really hard. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. I love you.
I will be listening to you guys. Love you all, and I will see you guys soon.
Bye. Good night.
Night, sweetie. All right. How the hell do I do this?
Go back to the hangout screen and hit the phone. There you go. I'm probably going to get off here soon, too. It's 1:30. I got to get up early, get the kids off to school, clean the house, and go to work. Yippee skippy. Yeah, I had a good time tonight. I'm glad I came on and got to talk. I've been in a funk lately. I try not to isolate myself so much. It's only 10:30. It's 1:30 here. Yeah, I had fun too. Thank you guys. I enjoy the laughs. They help so much. Of course, Sonia. I put a note on my neighbor's windscreen, so do not park in front of my driveway. She put a note on my windscreen saying "fuck you." Cheeky bitch. That's funny. I got up 5:30 and you're on. Sat with coffee. Awesome. You got I can stay. Where you going, Lindsay? All my neighbors are dicks too. All of them. Yes, drive safe. Like, as soon as we moved in, we did nothing, and there's a crazy guy that lives. He's weird. Like, he's weird. He freaks me out. He wears like a long trench coat. He's got long hair, and he's just mean. He lives by himself. He has tinfoil all over his windows. But my oldest son was out playing catch with his friend, and the ball went in his yard, and he came running out and said, "That ball goes in my yard one more time, I'm gonna snap your neck." Like, freaked out. And then another time, my youngest, or not my youngest, but Bryce, he was like 3, I think, when we moved in here. 3, or I think it was 3. And the guy has like a swing set, and Bryce ran over to go down the slide, and the guy ran out of his house again. Like, it's like he watches as soon as he sees us outside, and scared Bryce to death. Like, Bryce cried. He was only like 3. Scared the shit out of him. Like, he's a jerk. He freaks me out all the time. And then the lady next to us on the other side, I mean, she's not that bad, but she put up a fence. Her fence was like 6 feet away from the property line, and then when we moved in, she moved her fence back to be right on the property line, and it took like half of our driveway away. Like, I don't know, she's just a bitch. And then the lady across the street's a bitch too. It would be nice to have a nice neighbor. We've never done anything wrong or any reason for them to hate us. But the freaky guy next door, no matter, as soon as we go outside, he'll like blare music real loud so he doesn't have to hear the kids, or I don't know. He's weird. He freaks me out. She's a card for sure. Who's a card? Till I get to the hotel. Where are you going? Hey, Bob. Stranger, where have you been? I do, P-Day, and I don't know why. Like, we're nice people. We don't party. We're not loud. As soon as we moved in, we weren't even here like a week or 2. But I'm hoping Aiden has 2 more years of high school, and I'm hoping after he graduates high school, we can move to a different town. I want to move out to like a country setting. Not like way, way out in the country, but out where we don't have neighbors, and to a better town. Yeah, Mandy. And we had this, I can't remember what it is, but it was this program that we got accepted for, where they come in and they do your windows and insulate your house. It's like an energy saver thing, and if you own our house, there's this program you can apply for, and we did, and we got accepted. So they came when they were doing our house. They had said that they did his house over there, and they were telling us how weird he was, how he had tinfoil over his windows, and he was playing like a white noise radio or whatever upstairs. And when they came in the house, he was like, "Take off your shoes," and they're like, "We gotta go down in the basement. Like, can we just like wipe them off or whatever?" And he gave him a brush and made him brush off their shoes every time. Like, he's weird. Like, they were telling us crazy stories about him. So that freaked me out even more. He's weird. He's something. Like, he thinks like the FBI is listening in on him or something. Yes, man. I'd swear. He had like a big pool in his backyard and like a kid swing set, but never used it. And he never mowed his lawn out back, and it was real tall grass, like as tall as me. He lives by himself. I don't know if he used to have a family and they ran away or if it was his parents. I have no idea. He's weird. He scares me. That's funny music. That would be nice to have some land and not, yes. Oh, you're going to Nashville? Oh my gosh. I would love to go to Nashville. What are you going for? What are you doing? No, Danny. He made furniture out of it. Something. He's hiding something. If he thinks that, if he's that paranoid that the FBI is listening on him, if you're not doing nothing wrong, if the FBI is listening, then who cares? But obviously you're doing something. I had the one night I've seen him walking back to his shed out back. It was late at night, and he grabbed a gas can. And I was watching him out the window, and he put the gas can in his car, and all I could think of all night was that he was gonna come pour gas on my car, on my house, and set it on fire. Like, why? It was like 10 o'clock at night. What are you going to do with a gas can? I don't know. It was freak. He freaks me out. I want to move so bad. But I don't want to have Aiden start in a new school when he just got 2 years left. So I'm going to wait till after he graduates. And hopefully be able to sell the house and move. Something. Mandy, I think you're spot on. Spot on. He went somewhere and did something with gas. But I couldn't sleep that night. Like, I slept with one eye open. He's real skinny and tall, and he wears like the long trench coat. He's got long hair. It's all like dried and fried looking. He's creepy. My front window's been. I've been sitting by my front window talking all day. Everybody outside can hear me. I forgot my window was open. If I come up missing, guys, it's the guy next door. That's what happened to me. I just thought I heard a car door shut. I was like, oh fuck, my window's open. He's probably out there listening to me. Well, he's a mean douchebag. He deserves to hear what I had to say. Yeah, he's a freak. How you been, Bob? If he wasn't such an asshole and like said the things that he said to my kids and the whole tinfoil thing and stuff like that, I wouldn't be that freaked out, but just he gives me that freaked out feeling. Bad vibes. Like, we don't bother you, why do you gotta bother us? You know, every time we go outside he has like a speaker outside and he blasts his music real loud to where I couldn't even hear my kids. It's like, well, I can't be out here with my kids if I can't hear them, you know, like if they're whatever. And then we fenced in our backyard, and we had real high winds the one time, and one of the fence posts fell into his yard, and he snapped it in 4 pieces and threw it back in our yard. It's like, you could have just tossed it over. You really had to break it in 4 pieces. We didn't intentionally put a piece of wood in your yard. Like, the wind did it. It's not our fault that when you have a fence, you have to have the nice side facing the neighbors, and you get the ugly side with the 2x4s holding, you know what I'm talking about, like a wooden fence. So when if the posts were to fall, they fall in the neighbors. They don't fall in your yard. He's an asshole. Amanda will be telling the story. Manny, shut up. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight thinking he heard my whole conversation because my window's open. You're right, Danny, right. I couldn't imagine being such an asshole. Like, if somebody's fence fell into my yard, I wouldn't snap it into 100 pieces and give it back. Like, I would just kindly set it back in their yard. He's just awful. He's an asshole. He lives a miserable life, and I feel bad for him. I wish he was a happy guy. All right, guys, I gotta get off here. I gotta get some sleep. Lindsay, drive safe. Is it Lindsay that's going? Make it to Nashville? Oh, you're going to work in Nashville? You're not going on vacation? Okay, good. You're there. All right. Well, have fun, even though it's work. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for the laughs. I appreciate it. You guys help more than you know. Hopefully I can come back on again soon. What's tomorrow? Thursday, ladies' night. I don't know. I'll be on again soon. I won't be gone for a month again. I love all you guys. Thank you. Sleep tight.